All right, it just keeps getting better and better. So our last section was solving one-step equations. This one's solving two-step equations. We're really excited. It's a -1. Okay, solving two-step equations. If you move anything across an equal sign, remember you have to do that opposite operation. And because we have more than one step, we want to work furthest from the variable, getting rid of everything until your variable is alone. So let me show you, kind of a basic one. So 17y plus 7 is equal to 58. Okay, two-step equations, we see that we have our variable is right here and your 17 is connected to it. So that's the closest. We want to work furthest away and we want to get rid of this plus 7. I remember last year I told you guys, like, if you're riding in a car with your best friend and you have this stranger, you want to get rid of this stranger first. So whatever is not connected to your variable, that's going to be your stranger that you want to get rid of, okay? So right now we have a positive 7, so we want to take it away from both sides. That's what keeps it equal. And now we have 17y is equal to 51. Well, when you divide, because right now it's timesing, so divide by 17, you'll get y is equal to 3. All right? Just as a little reminder of how we're doing it. Now I want to show you guys something that you guys will come across, and I want to explain what it means. So, you guys will have something like r plus 7 all over 4, and it's equal to 5. Well, you'll notice right here that this divide by 4 is happening to everything. So there's one of two ways that you can work through it. You can separate it and divide each one of those by 4, and it would look like this: r divided by 4 plus 7 over 4 is equal to 5. Those mean the same thing, okay? I personally feel like this is easier to get rid of because you just get rid of it altogether. Over here, you have to work with it separated and you have two fractions. That's okay. Whichever way you see best for you, do it. So I'm going to show you both ways. Now, over here, because this is happening to everything, okay? It's not just connected with our variable, it's happening to everything. We want to get rid of this denominator first, okay? So we want to, it's currently dividing, so we want to multiply. So 4 divided by 4, which is what is happening now, is gone. We've gotten rid of it. Now all we have is r plus 7. But because we times this side by 4, we have to come over here and times this side by 4. So 5 times 4 is 20. You guys see that? And then I think that these work really, really easy and you can just like get through it, okay? So we do the opposite. We subtract 7, it leaves r with 13, okay? Over here, you have to deal with a fraction twice because you've broken it up and you've given a 4 to this one as its denominator, and then you've given it to the r as its denominator. You have to deal with it twice. Totally okay if that's the way you see it. If for any reason it was like this is a 5 and that's a 4, then you'd have to do it this way anyway. So it's good to know. But right now we have a 4. So we want to get rid of, this is the only thing that's connected to that r. This is no longer connected and it's separated by this plus sign. So we want to subtract 7/4. So if we get rid of it from this side, we have to do the same thing over here to keep it equal. So 5 minus 7/4, well, it doesn't have a common denominator, so what I need to do is get a common denominator. So this is really 5 over 1. Well, I can get 1 to 4 pretty easy by timesing it by 4. So I'm going to do that to both the top and the bottom. So I get 20/4 minus 7/4, and I can see that my top is going to be 20 minus 7, which leaves me with 13/4. That's what I have on this side. I still have r over 4 on this side. You guys see that? So now the 4 is dividing the r. So to get rid of divide, I want to multiply. So I times that 4 and it's gone. It cancels it out to 1. So now I have 1r, but I don't need to show my 1, all right? And because I times this side by 4, I need to times this side by 4. So what that does is, because the denominator is the same, it cancels it out and I am left with 13. So it works either way. I personally like to get rid of it all at once because it works out really well. If you see it this way, or if for any reason you have it separated already and these are two different numbers, then you'd have to work it this way anyway. So it's good to know both. And that's really our only section other than our story problem, which will happen next. But that was a quick chapter. You guys will try 2 of these and I'll see if you guys are understanding it. I'm hoping that you're understanding it. Huh. Stop. I'll cut this out. Low battery.